Hi everyone, today I wanted to talk about an interesting series that Penguin Books in the UK came out with, and the name of the series is Penguin European Writers, and I have only one of seven books. So the series has seven books in total, and this one is The Train Was on Time, and I finished this book. It was very, very good. So all the seven books are actually originally written in either German or French and have now been translated by acclaimed authors. And like for example, this book was originally published in 1949. Yeah, 1949. And now we get to read them again. So the series is quite interesting. I will talk about all the other books as well. This book was so good, and I'm pretty sure all the books are really good. Like this one is written by Heinrich Böll, and he's actually a winner of a Nobel Prize for Literature. So all the books in this series are very well selected and very nicely translated as well. And I wanted to talk about the other six books as well. So I will now be inserting details about the other six books as well as The Train Was on Time.
Number 1 in the series, Death in Spring. Death in Spring is a dark and dreamlike tale of a teenage boy's coming of age in a remote village in the Catalan mountains, a place cut off from the outside world, where cruel customs are blindly followed and attempts at rebellion swiftly crushed. When his father dies, he must navigate this oppressive society alone and learns how to live in a place of crippling conformity. Number 2 in the series, The Beautiful Summer. It's the heights of summer in 1930s Italy, and 16-year-old Ginia is desperate for adventure. So begins a fateful friendship with Emilia, a stylish and sophisticated artist model who envelopes her in a dazzling new world of bohemian artists and intoxicating freedom. Under the spell of her new friends, Ginia soon falls in love with Guadio, an enigmatic young painter. It's the start of a desperate love affair charged with false hope and overwhelming passion, destined to last no longer than the course of a summer. The Beautiful Summer is a gorgeous coming-of-age tale of lost innocence and first love by one of Italy's greatest writers. Number 3 in the series, The Lady and the Little Fox Fur. An old woman lives alone in a tiny attic flat in Paris, counting out coffee beans every morning beneath the roar of overhead metro. Starving, she spends her days walking around the city, each step a bit of recognition of her own existence. She rides crowded metro carriages to feel the warmth of other bodies and watches the hot batter of pancakes drip from the hands of street sellers. One morning, she wakes up with an urgent need to taste an orange. But when she rummages in the bins, she finds instead a discarded fox fur scarf. The little fox fur becomes the key of her salvation, the friend who changes her lonely existence into a playful world of her own invention. The Lady and the Little Fox Fur is a stunning portrait of Paris, of the invisibility we all feel in a big city, and ultimately of the hope and triumph of a woman who reclaims her place in the world. Number 4 in the series, The Train Was on Time. 24-year-old Andreas, a disillusionized German soldier, is traveling on a troop train to the Eastern Front when he has an awful premonition that he will die in exactly 5 days. As he hurtles towards his death, he reflects on the chaos around him. The naive soldiers, the painfully thin girl who pours his coffee, the ruined countryside with sudden heartbreaking poignancy. Arriving in Poland the night before he is certain he will die, he meets Olina, a beautiful prostitute, and together they attempt to escape his fate. Number 5. A Moth to a Flame. In 1940 Stockholm, a young man named Bengt falls into deep private turmoil with an unexpected death of his mother. As he struggles to cope with her loss, his despair slowly transforms to rage when he discovers that his father had a mistress. Bengt swears revenge on behalf of his mother's memory, but he soon finds himself drawn into a fevered and forbidden affair with the very woman he set out to destroy. Written in a taut, restrained style, A Moth to a Flame is an intense exploration of heartache and fury, desperation and illicit passion. Set against a backdrop of the moody streets of Stockholm and the Hitchcocken shadows in the woods and waters of Sweden's remote islands, this is a psychological masterpiece by one of Sweden's greatest writers. Number 6. Women. Stefan Valeriu, a young Romanian student, holidays alone in the Alps, where he soon becomes entangled in romantic relationships with 3 different women who pass through his guest house. We follow Stefan after his return to Paris as he reflects on the women in his life, at times playing the lover and others observing shrewdly from the periphery. Women's 4 interlinked stories offer nuanced and deeply moving portraits of romantic relationships in all their complexity, from unrequited love and passionate affairs to tepid marriages of inconvenience. In light, elegant prose, Mihail Sebastian, widely regarded as the greatest Romanian writer of the 20th century, explores longing, otherness, empathy, and regret. Number 7. 3 Summers. 3 Summers is a warm and tender tale of 3 sisters growing up in the countryside near Athens before the Second World War. Living in a ramshackle old house with their divorced mother are flirtatious, hot-headed Maria, beautiful but distant Infanta, and dreamy and rebellious Katrina, through whose eyes the story is mostly observed. Over 3 summers, the girls share and keep secrets, fall in and out of love, try to understand the strange ways of adults, and decide what kind of adults they hope to become. I hope you found this video interesting, and I hope you found the series interesting. Again, it's Penguin European Writers series by Penguin Books. So please get your hands on all 7 and try them, and let me know how you liked it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching.